This is my Clod Buster. Why am I showing you my Clod Buster? Well, obviously it's not original. None of my stuff is original, so that goes without saying. I'm showing you my Clod Buster because I made some custom arms that uses the stock system to change the wheelbase. I had found some on Thingiverse, but I didn't like them, so I made my own. And some people wanted them, so I made them for other people. So basically, what I'm here to show you is I printed a set. I'm going to basically take you through the process of installing them, which is pretty much the same as stock, except for the shocks. So this is a deburring tool. It's very practical, especially if you're doing a lot of 3D printing. This part here is what they call the brim when you're 3D printing. It helps to keep everything on the table as you're printing, because in some cases the print can actually lift. This is actually the fourth version of the arms that I've printed in different ways to see which one was the strongest, and so far this by far is the strongest. Oh. Alright, so obviously we'll start by getting the wheels off. So I got it all up and ready to go. Have a look for yourself. Now, before I go for a run, a couple of suggestions I might have. The truck runs a lot better, and the suspension works a lot better on single shocks. The double shocks from Tamiya, there's a lot of restriction, and if you build them to spec, there's a spacer inside that keeps you from getting a lot of flex, if you will. Now, I don't know why Tamiya did this because, well, actually, I do know why. Because in the stock setup, the steering ends up hitting the top here. But if you set up servos on your bumpers, if you will, or the other different setups where the servos are on the axle, and so basically a servo-mounted axle, basically an axle-mounted servo that's clear on top, you can give your truck a lot more flex, i.e. this here. So those would be my two main suggestions for any clodbuster: is an axle-mounted servo that's really out of the way, and single shocks to really give you that extra flex. So that being said, let's go have some fun.